Hey, good evening, everybody. How are you this evening? It is a Monday night and a little later than I normally would broadcast, but I thought we would do a little mining tonight for some fun. And with IAE coming up, I thought it would be a fun discussion. So let's go ahead and get started. How are you this evening? Hey, Drac. How are you, sir? Big salute to you. How you doing this evening? So yeah, we have IAE coming, and I thought it would be a lot of fun for us to just kind of, I don't know, just do a little mining and just kind of chat a bit and just kind of have some fun. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. Now I am going to kind of do my pre-flight here. I think on Prospector 2. We are going to go ahead and unequip the mining laser head and save it, and I will then pull the Prospector, store it, and put the mining laser head back on there. That's kind of one of the little things that we've definitely figured out that helps. Hey, glad to hear you're doing good, Drac, for sure, man. Hope that everybody's doing well tonight, that's for sure. It is a chilly one here in northern Michigan, and it's obviously it's starting to get dark, you know, this time of year. So, all right, Hangar 4, I'll go ahead and store that guy.
Welcome.
And we will just kind of have some fun. So we'll go back to storing it, and I will then throw the mining laser head on it, and we'll just go out and have a little fun tonight. So IAE is coming up, huh? I can't even believe it's happening already so soon. And it's going to be awesome. Going to enjoy every bit of it. So yeah, I go ahead and put the mining laser head back on the Prospector. Hey, Chris, good evening. How are you? Nice to see you. Hope that you're doing well. And we'll go ahead and throw the FLTR-XL on there. And we will throw some Brants on there as well. There's a Brant. And there's a Brant. And we will save that. And then just for posterity's sake, we want to go ahead and take a look there and make sure that we're doing groovy. Double check. There we got the Atlas drive. We've got the components on board, and off we go. We're just going to kind of pull that Prospector and get to work tonight. All right, Prospector 2. Out she comes. Yeah, so IAE's coming, and lots of news. It's Star Citizen has got some things going on, that's for sure. So we're at Hangar 2. Let's head over that way. Some new ships coming, some new game mechanics coming. Got soft death, which is interesting. Lots and lots of changes coming, which I think are going to be very interesting to change the verse. Honking rocks and blowing chunks. That's exactly right, Drac. We're going to make short work of the rocks tonight. Let's see if we get a prop pop tonight. I'm sure we will once we kind of get out there on the pad. Hey, there's a prop pop. There's one for the team. And in we go. So yeah, I recently kind of took the Defender for a spin. Boy, that's a fun ship to fly. Enjoyed that. You guys have, I don't know if you've caught on the channel a little bit. I've been doing a little bit of just kind of some pragmatic reviews of kind of oddball ships here and there, and really have been enjoying that, spending a few space bucks on some extra things to fly around there. So a couple of Brants, FLTR-XL, that looks good. We're gonna just go right over towards Crusader at 33.6, and we are going to get her started tonight. So yeah, I'm really excited. Got some great ships coming. Got some some interesting gameplay changes coming. Hops like a puppy that's glad to see you. Good thing. Yeah, it doesn't pee on my leg. It's exactly right, Drac. I'm happy for that. Up we go, gear up. And like I said, we're definitely going to be just kind of, doing a little mining tonight, real straightforward, and going right after it, and then chatting anything that you guys want to chat about. Star Citizen. So off we go. 33.6 will drop out of that guy, and we will reset and turn over and start looking for rocks to mine. So but yeah, anyways, the Defender, man, gas tank for days. 2750 quantum fuel when every other light and medium fighter has 583. Pretty crazy. I mean, that's a significant amount more quantum fuel. One guy did make the point, you know, that it potentially could get changed when they release 4.0, and it might, you know, certainly. But I definitely, you know, I definitely was surprised that the fact that it had 4 size 3s when you fix them, you know, a size 2 shield and a huge gas tank. The Defender's it puts that Defender in a very interesting place. So I certainly enjoyed flying it. And I was surprised that I could fly that thing, the VK00, taking a VK00. I flew from Crusader to Microtech and from Microtech to ArcCorp. Now that's, you know, your standard fighter can't even make one of those jumps, let alone both of them. So it's pretty crazy. I am Dave. Hey, nice to see you, Dave. How you been, man? Hope you're doing well, sir. All right, so we're going to drop out of here at 33.6. And we're at 35 and falling here. All right, kind of focus in here. All right, 33 and 6, boom. All right, looking good. Nice little area here. Go ahead and flop this guy over and get started. So I don't know what ships you guys are excited for, but man, I am excited for, I don't know, I just like IAE. I think it's a fun time. I think it's an interesting time. You know, I am a big fan of IAE, and I'm really looking forward to it this year. I'm definitely going to take some time and rent some of the, you know, rent some things and fly them, you know what I mean? And I don't normally do that, but I think I'm going to actually really enjoy that part of it this time. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got here. That's an M-type right off the bat. Dave says he's doing well, just eating a bit of dinner. I can dig that. I had some dinner myself right before I jumped on. Oh, wow. All right. What do we got here? It's an M-type. And over this way, what do we got? Ooh. Definitely gonna approach these guys and see. I mean, it's an E-type. Okay, I was gonna say they didn't. Nothing stood out. It certainly didn't seem like a cluster right off the bat, but you know, why not? Why not take a look? Ooh, lots of opportunity markers now. We want to prioritize, of course, far ones. Nice. That's an E-type. Once we get this within 12.2, we'll take a peek. That's a single rock. Alright, keep it moving here. Yeah, so IAE is coming, and oh boy, is there going to be some fun ships. Some new ones for sure. We're going to be taking a look at those as they come in. Drax says, I'm fired up for anything I can fly. They're willing to let me get a hold of the keys for it. That's exactly right. That's a great way to look at it, Drax. Alright, single rock. Nothing going on there. What about this guy here? We're flying under. That is an E-type right there. We'll keep on cruising. Really looking forward to salvage in 3.18. It is interesting. They do talk about how it's going to be somewhat comparable, the SEU amounts, with mining. One thing that's a little interesting, I think you're only going to be able to get 2 of those boxes, it sounds like, in a vulture before you have to run out and move them around a little bit. So that'll be interesting to see for sure how that goes. But I am looking forward to doing a little bit of hull stripping for sure. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright. That's an E-type. Alright, we'll keep it moving here. Streaming at a little bit of a different time than I normally stream, obviously. Normally don't stream this late, but just kind of thought it'd be fun to kind of jump on and had a little extra time tonight, so. M-type. Nothing doing there. What about this guy here? Not a whole lot there. Alright, rinse and repeat. Chris is saying something about salvage there. It looks like he always looks like he's going to finish it up. Cool. Single rock. Single rock. It's P-type. They will have to spawn a scrapyard or two for salvage to pay anything close to mining. Yeah, well, that'll be interesting. I mean, you know, mining does pretty well when you're on it. So you're right about that, Drac. It'll be interesting to see what goes on with that. For sure. P-type. Alright, what do we have here? Does that look... I don't know that that looks like it's... That looks a little more spread out. I don't think that's going to be what we're looking for. Well, we will do a spacewalk one time just to kind of keep it honest. We'll keep moving towards it. I do not think that this is Quantanium here. I heard that in the first tier it will be more valuable in Quantanium. That's interesting. Not sure I heard that, but you know what? There's been so much information flow lately. It's been pretty crazy. All right, let me kind of look and see closely. Yeah, I don't see that these... I can't... Let me just kind of look real close if I can. Yeah, I don't see any orange in those at all, so we'll just keep it moving. $11.5 on this guy. It will be interesting to see how much, you know, more valuable it is. Or, you know, or how it does scale. That's for sure. And you know what? If it's anywhere near just kind of around the same price, you know, it'll just be fun just to kind of mix it up. Ooh, lots of opportunity markers now. Alright, send that off. P-type. Nothing doing there. What about this guy? E-type. Here. There's a nice Q-type. Looks like more than one rock. Let's go in there and take a look at it. Drex says, for salvage to pay just enough to cover expenses will require being able to find derelict ships fairly regularly. I don't disagree with that. And they certainly have talked about, you know, putting in the different ships, you know, and derelicts. And that'll be interesting to see, you know, at what kind of a clip you'll locate them in, and you know, whether or not they'll be easy to find or harder to find. It's definitely going to be a lot of fun. All right, I'm not expecting this first one to be that great of a rock, considering how thick the optimal band is. We'll see. Yep, that's just a 2%er there. What about this guy? Yep, not a great rock either. 2%er. We'll keep on trucking. Hey, Ocean, evening all, and V. Here's a refill on coffee, double brew. So, try not to fidget too much. Yeah, I hear you, man. I had a peppermint mocha on the way home, and holy mackerel, that guy was it's got me smiling over here. I liked it. All right. Those two seem pretty densely packed. Let's go in and take a look at them. We'll roll to a 90 scan. Any player, playership, Pirates Holiday. Fair enough. Drax says, hop into Prospector or Mole and come out to the Halo. Even if you find no coin at all, you could still fill your hold and make decent money. Oh, I agree with that. You don't have to mine Quantanium. I mean, you can make double maca. Oh, pumpkin spice. Yeah, that's really good. Yum. I am Dave. What are we drinking? Yeah, I had a peppermint mocha myself going for a little bit there. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Now, those are definitely Quantanium. I might have got a little too close to them, though, right? Look, this is kind of the new tactic that I've been using to kind of zooming in on them. I can see they're Quantanium, right? But they're unscannable. So let's go ahead and see if... I might have got a little too close to them. But maybe not. We'll do a spacewalk and see. I like turning these unscannables into scannables. For sure, with the old spacewalk. It doesn't always work, but it does work a lot. But I may have gotten a touch too close to these ones. You've had enough coffee when you can thread a sewing machine needle while it's running. Yes, that's exactly right. That's what I'm feeling like, man. I'm peppered up. What's going on here? All right. Into the void we go. Oh, the sun is so bright. Trying to block it with the ship. Alright, we should get the... You have left the Prospector here. Message at some point. What the heck? Oh, there we go. I was like, what the heck? What's taking so long? Alright, in we go. Let's see if we turn these scannables into unscannables into scannables. Hey, Troll, nice to see you, man. How you doing? Good to see you, sir. Sandy, what did you do? Well, Sandy, we're trying to turn unscannable rocks into scannable rocks. I had a Cubano for the first time the other day. It was nice. Ooh, yeah, those are really good. Absolutely. All right. Let's go ahead and see if this, see if we cured these guys or not. And we did. They're definitely scannable now. So that's the power of the old spacewalk. Rocks that, you know, Quantanium rocks that were not scannable are now scannable. And let's go in and take a look at them. Now this is going to be a dang nice rock too. A real nice one if I were to guess. Yep, 30%er. What about this guy? Not so great, but right off the bat, you guys, I mean, that we turned an unscannable rock into a scannable. And this is a 50-30, not a bad rock at all. And we'll go ahead and get started on this guy and just kind of make it work for us. My wife is half Cubano. Nice, Troll. I like it. Certainly there's some very lovely Cuban ladies. All right, here we go. We should be able to make pretty short work of this rock. I mean, it's not going to be too bad. Looks like we're going to jump right up in there. Overcooked her a touch, but I fell out now. Absolutely lovely. Did you just say a marine saint? I guess I don't know. Maybe I did. Oh, not at the very end. We don't want to do that. That's all right. Be right back getting ready for gym. No problem, Sandy. All right, let's see how the... Okay, that's nothing there. That's a good sign. Ooh, that looks like it could be... That's a 40%. Okay. Nothing there. %. I don't think this will have any in it. What about that bit over there? Alright. So it's basically all on these two rocks right here. So not too shabby. Go ahead and get started on breaking these guys down. I need Moley play. Yeah, I hear ya. Alright, so jumped it right up in there. A little laggy, but not too bad. We're only at 14% here. Cut it back to 11 and see if it starts dropping a touch. Our goal is to use one branch charge here for both breaks. If we can find our way through that, that would be great. I held on a little too long because it wasn't doing what I thought it was supposed to do there. Interesting. Alright, I fell back out. Yeah, the server's a little bit sluggish tonight, as you can see, but no big deal. 90% of this is, there's 18 SCU in here. %'s holding on. It's not diving too bad. Lancet MH2s troll is what you want there for the mole. The Lancet MH2s. Those are... That's the right one for Quantanium mining, for sure. Alright, we'll go ahead and get started here. That's a 65%. All these other ones should be pretty solid then. We'll scoop this guy. What about this guy? A little quant mining for the team. You can tell the server's being a little bit touchy here. No big deal. What on earth? B1 is stable on the server for now. Yeah. You know, it just seems, you can see she's just kind of, she'll get there. I'm not terribly worried about it. Let me just scan another rock. It'll get started here before we know it. From time to time, it kind of gets sluggish like this. You just gotta kind of keep messing around. It's called the Explorers League, Troll. And, you know, there should be a link in the description, or look me up on Discord, and you can always come hang out if you want to, for sure. Yeah, she's definitely being a touch. There she goes. You just have to be patient. It does this sometimes. Alright. Alright, 10 SCU right off the bat there. This will get us up to 14 SCU right here. And then a lot of these are not going to be full down here. Some of them will be, but... Hey, Jazzy, nice to see you. How are ya? No, well, our org wasn't part of Elite Dangerous. I played Elite Dangerous a little bit, and of course, Drac plays it a lot, Troll, but, nope. And there's probably a couple of different Explorers Leagues out there for sure. Here's a hundo. All right, that's us crossing 20 right there. That's great. So we got a little bit more to go here. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. So we got 67. All right, 65. So we'll go ahead and grab these. This will probably get us up around 25 SCU. Not too bad. Maybe a little better. Pretty good first run. We'll take it. It didn't take long at all. Any word on the credits we may get from CG after the wipe? Oh, you mean like how much we're going to take in? Well, that's a great question. Well, hey, I didn't... Is there more? I think there might have been more here than I thought there was. That one didn't have anything. That one didn't have anything. And that one didn't have anything. And I don't think any of these guys did either. Cool, want to hook up with you guys like, yeah, man. Please do. All right, let's go ahead and spin these guys up. Not a bad first run right off the bat. 7 to 10, present in Elite. Name may vary me. I'm just a private mer for a neutral org and help on occasion. I just yeah, I can appreciate that. Prefer being kind, absolutely. So we're gonna take it on in here and see how we do. For sure. Seven likes, you guys, by the way. I appreciate that. That's very kind. And this first run was pretty quick, pretty painless. Absolutely love it. Welcome back, Sandy. Sandy, I definitely want to get together with you and ask you a few questions about cargo hauling and stuff kind of into the future. We need to do that sometime this week. I'll kind of look for you. No White Knight, just more of a person who has known the ringer, being an alpha. So yeah, I can appreciate that Ocean, no matter what Elite says. It's full game. Yeah. No, I can appreciate that, and I definitely, you know, kind of feel the same way. Still feels like a beta. Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. All right. So that first run was pretty easy. 7 likes already. And yeah, Sandy, I just want to pick your brain a little bit on some of the changes coming with cargo hauling, and I know that you're going to have some good things to say about that. It's going to be harder, yeah. Good evening, everyone. Coffee late at night. Oh, my stars. Yeah, Nate, how you doing? I had a peppermint mocha a little bit ago, which has kind of got me going, but taking it pretty easy now. That is for sure. Sweet. All right, let's go ahead and crank this guy up and get in here. My wallet is gagged and locked in a non-broadcasting RF blocker safe. Yeah, no, it's you know what? One thing I will say, guys, heading to IAE is definitely, as hard as it is, you know, definitely kind of let yourself kind of, you know, don't be afraid to sleep on it for a night. You know what I mean? Like, if you see something and you just don't impulse that first second. You know what I mean? Give it a little bit of time. Think about it. Remember, if it's straight to flyable, it's you know, chances are you're going to be able to buy it within a patch or two. You know, do yourselves a favor. You know, try not to get too crazy right off the bat. So we got a nice, you know, drop the gear, lower the VTOL. We're going to kind of cruise in here. Yeah, we're doing right around 300 or so. It's hard, you know. Hey, 10 likes, you guys. I appreciate that already. That's fantastic. So yeah, it's, you know, it's one of those things, right? It's real easy to just kind of want to spend the money, and you don't necessarily have to, you know. So you also do a little chill music in the background. Oh, I'd love some Pink Floyd. I don't know that you can do like stuff like that though, Troll. That's copyrighted. Or, I don't know much about that. I should look into that. But I'd love some Floyd for sure. A little Dark Side of the Moon for the family. Would be good. Still haven't heard First Alarm yet, so we know we're in pretty good shape. I'm going to go ahead and reach out to the ATC now.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And they normally kind of land us up in here. Oh, it was over this way this time. No problem. Moonraker, how are you, Moon? Found me a nice rock the other night. Not only to get me a few notes ahead of night on it as well. Yeah, I've seen those before, Moon. That's awesome. Where they've got kind of the hand minables on them as well. Yeah, I've definitely seen those before. It just says 4 to 5K on credit that I will allow myself to play with for now. Looks to the wallet, good wallet. Fair enough. Wayne, welcome to the channel, Wayne Hobson. How are you? Going to bed, I'll watch your stream from there. Hey, no problem, Wayne. That's awesome. We're just out doing a little mining tonight and kind of chatting IAE and some of the new ships and you know, anything you guys want to chat about, we can kind of get into it. Yeah, release the thing. I think you can, if you don't care about making money in the video. YouTube has bots that auto flag copyright audio. Oh, I see, Dave. Yeah, you know, and I'm only the second time, you know, and you guys let me know if it's annoying. Like, somebody mentioned potentially monetizing your stream to kind of, you know, because I've had a lot of people who say they've got the notification bell, but they're not being notified. So, you know, somebody mentioned potentially doing a little bit of a monetization, which I did. I put on light monetization, but if it's annoying, let me know for sure. I don't like to monetize the streams, but, you know, definitely want to make sure everybody's getting the reach, you know. All right, so we're kind of cruising in here. I am going to hold down N now. That's just kind of one of the things, you know, just using auto land. That actually is, those kiss down landings seem to have been a little better lately. Let's go ahead and do a post. We got an excellent post in. Excellent. We'll go ahead and kill the engines, and out we go. For IAE, my spending goal is less than what it would take for my wife to look at divorce lawyers. That's exactly right, Nate. I really appreciate that point of view, Nate. I do. Don't let Shorts fool you. He would be Wound tighter than a $2 watch. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, Jack. All right, you guys, in I go. Let's go ahead and get this guy stored, and we're heading right back out there. We've got 12 likes already, and a great conversation going about IAE and that kind of thing. So really lovely. Fun, fun, fun. You ready?
Welcome to the ASOS
Go ahead and
retrieval system.
let me get that guy stored. We'll go get that, go put in the hopper, and then we're going to just kind of rinse and repeat and head right back out. Don't care, I enjoy your stream very good. I don't know how much you make, but it's not... No. Oh, troll. Thank you so much, man. I do this because out of joy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I make a couple of bucks here and there on it, but you know what? It's more for just because I really enjoy to do it. And I do. I really enjoy, like, mining and chatting with you guys. It's great. Ocean says, winds up me old pocket watch. This one's a little slow on my end, but nah, have fun tonight. I've been out of the loop a few months. What is IAE? The International Aero Expo, right? That's, Dave, where they have all the ships, all the different manufacturer ships will be on display over the course of days. Clint Queen, wow, look at all those ships. Hey, Clint. Welcome to the channel. Not a name I recognize. You know, I always like new people to come on board, and it's nice to see you.
Hey, back again, I see. Welcome.
I have a few ships, but not a ton, you know. All right, we're going to kind of put this guy, set up a work order. Now, I think I need to be more in the Dynex Salvination. Oh, I meant more in the Pharaon exchange area, because it's going to cost me a little more up front, but I think, you know, I got to be careful, you know, when they're going to be dropping 3.17.4, just because I'll lose my refining job. So probably try and get those done by tomorrow. You know what I mean? And that's joy is what makes a good stream. Absolutely 100 plus ships. Yeah, and that's the great thing about what's happening is it's going to be a free fly, you know, event, and then there's also you can rent all the ships and just try them. Thank you. I just found you. That makes me feel good, Clint, for sure. Welcome to the channel. I hope that you're well. If you have any questions about Star Citizen or mining, we have a great community here that loves mining stuff. But anything, we'll theorycraft anything Star Citizen if you feel like chatting.
Feel free to take a look around.
All right, awesome. Make sure you do sub, like and sub for sure, and come hang out with us from time to time. I am going to be doing a lot of you know, obviously a lot of mining and a lot of salvage gameplay when that comes out as well in the near future. So, can't wait for 3.17.4. Yeah, I hear you, Sandy. I'm looking forward to it as well. LOL. 3.18, 3.17.4. We'll take whatever. It has been a long, like, it's interesting how long of a year it's been with 3.17. You know, we haven't had that many changes, you know. All right. I am Dave. I'm the quant mining king. I do a lot of quant mining for sure. I definitely enjoy it. All right, let's go. Yeah, I really do enjoy it. All right, so here's what we want to do, right? Prospector 2. Remember, we want to go ahead and just unequip the mining laser, save it, and then we're going to pull the ship, store the ship, and then put the stuff back on there. Ay, caramba, I just found a full burrito bar on the Heartwarp 18. Need tequila now. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. All right, so we'll pull Prospector 2. Changes the scanning sucks. You know what, Troll? I got you. I hear what you're saying. I don't necessarily, you know, I don't think that are in, you know, I wish it was in a little bit better place, but I don't think it's that bad. I've been playing since the beginning of in Quant Mining Rocks. Nice. There was a trash can right by the door. Yeah, I am a litter bug. Moon says, I'm looking forward to checking out some of the ships I haven't gotten my hands on yet to see the show itself. Not much into buying. Like the fun of the ships after the whites. You know what, Moon? I'm doing the same thing. I'm kind of embracing the fact that you can actually get the free rentals. I'm going to really I'm going to grab a bunch of different ships and just kind of look at them and, you know, ones that I've never flown before and that type of thing, and really kind of do the same thing. 317 for the road to the road, right? Nate, is that what it is? All right, you guys. So we'll go ahead and load up Prospector 2 here. We'll put the mining laser head back on there. And as you all know, this, for whatever reason, makes it so there are less unscannable rocks in the Halo. And so this is why we do this. We take off the mining laser head. And it's funny, in the last stream, I actually skipped this step, and there was way more unscannable rocks. So this is still kind of working. It's just the way it goes. So let's just double check that my settings stuck. I always hate to get up there at the top and realize that they didn't. Looking good there. One more. Troll's asking for the moly. I don't know that we're going to do the moly. I don't solo moly too much, Troll. Myself, but you know what? We'll take another we'll go take another quick prospector run out to the Halo and see what we got. We're making good money that way. All right. Hangar 2, off we go. Aoshin says, by the way, Moon, question, what calls to you on some of your wants to try? That's a great question. So, what is calling out to you guys? I mean, what are some of those ships that you're excited to fly? Hey, Alice, how are you? It's nice to see you. Good evening. Got a little prop hop there, by the way. The old prospector's happy to see us. How you been, Alice? Nice to see ya. Hope you're well. I like the mole. The solo mole is not... It's, you know what? There are some people who really like solo mole, Dave. I actually, you know, to me, you know, it's a touch tedious. It's not for everybody, you know, but I understand if some people want to do it. You know what I mean? For sure. And I never begrudge anybody who's more ambitious than I am. That's for sure. You know? Ocean, I'm looking forward to playing with the 890J. Don't care much for the ship itself, but I want to play with the station docking. Oh, that's cool. You near a V server? On or now? Looking forward to the Vulture since seeing it Fleet Week. There we go. I'm hoping to upgrade my Prospector to a Moly. Oh, Troll. Wow, that's an investment there. That's cool. I like it. Out we go. I pulled the gear up already. We're spooling the quantum drive, and off we go. You know, just kind of keeping our head down, just digging in and trying to make as much money as we can tonight. So, alrighty. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh. The son brought me a glass of water. He left my office door open, so I had to shut it for a sec. I'm back. I feel the same, but tedious. I mean, there's nothing funner than having a good, competent crew on a mole. I mean, it's one of the funnest things in the game to me. But you know, solo mole mining, it takes a little bit of definitely, it's an ambitious thing. You know, so. All right, so first run went really well. We had a high 20s quant run. We'll drop out of here at 33.6 and go after it again. $13 likes, you guys. I really appreciate the likes. We're doing great tonight, by the way. Loving the conversation. Well, my Prospector exploded 3 times due to connection errors. Oh, no, Alice. Yikes. When did that happen? I've definitely had situations where my Prospector's touchy. That's why I've been doing kind of auto land lately. Even if my lightest landing putting the skids down have been a little grumpy lately. So, you know, auto landing has not had that problem at all. All right, here we go. 33.76. All right, stop. Good. Nicely done there. Trolls putting out some fun stuff there. Nice, Troll. All right, we'll set this guy here. All right, and then we'll roll over and get to work here. Moonraker says, I actually picked up a mole, but haven't had much chance to use it. Feel better with the Prospector when solo. Don't really have any friends to go group mining with yet. Well, Moon, obviously you can always look me up, and I am always happy to go jump in that mole with you, sir, if you want. But no, I understand exactly. So let's go ahead and turn that down. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. And we will start kind of... All right, got some opportunity markers right off the bat. And let's see here. Now, the last time we were out, we did a spacewalk, and we turned two rocks into... Oh, Q-type right off the bat there. Little miner's luck. We'll go ahead and, roll to a 90 scan to keep the opportunity marker right out in front of us. Matt Lavorne, solo mole mining would be miles better if the side turrets were on the main deck. Yeah. Well, and also the scanning mechanics for, you can't really see Quantanium that well, in the mole from the captain's chair, So, all right, that is an interesting thing. I've never seen 3 rocks. Oh, it's 4. That's why. I was going to say, I've never seen 3 rocks be Quantanium before, but there's 4 there, I think. That answers that. So funny, you guys. All right, so we got a, kind of a mini cluster here. Let's see what we got. We're just going to go in there. That's not going to be a great rock, right? That's going to be some Garbola. It's going to be a blue cat for sure. Blue cat. This is also going to be a round of blue cat. That'd be fun. I'll have to take you up on that sometime. Yeah, I'm happy to do it. Twin Ale says, lost my 3 unicorn, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, it does happen from time to time, Alice. And, that's the thing. Sometimes you just have to put our head down and persevere. It's not great. There's a 4622. That's a mineable rock, for sure. What about this guy? This is going to be nothing. So this here is a rock we're going to mine, right? It's not a great one, though. It's nothing to write home about, for sure. This is going to be a low 20s, but you know something? That's the way the mining gods work. So sometimes you just got to take what you get. And we'll just break this guy up. And, this probably won't be the cleanest break in the world, but you know what? It's going to be over 20 SCU, so you might as well just jump on it, right? 14 likes already tonight. I appreciate that big time. And Twin Ale says, yeah, I hate that. It'll be interesting to see, with the mole in the future, if they get the scanning mechanics back into a spot where if you can actually kind of scan the rocks better from the cockpit. Because that really has kind of... That makes it very difficult. Now, if you go over to Lyria or whatever, if I'm going to solo mole, I'm going to go to Lyria, right? Because then you at least got the mechanic that anything more than 2 rocks is always Quantanium. Yeah, the mine... Yeah, that's for sure. Troll. That's the thing. I always... it's... If you happen to... at the end of the day, this is still well over 100,000 SCU. Or AUEC. So it's just like, you gotta take it, it's just one of those things, so. Alright, so that's a good, let's see how she broke. That's gonna have a little bit in it. Yep, there's 17%. Hopefully we don't have to break them all down with the tiny percentage in there. Hey, Burn, how you doing? Hey, man, always glad when your stream pops up in my feed. How you been, Burn? It's good to see ya. I'm glad to hear it's popping up in people's feed. It hadn't been lately. So that's cool. Yeah, this is going to be... We got lots of rocks to break. Queen, there's a big smile. Yep. Okay, that one has nothing at least. Okay. All right. What about... Oh, there's more. There's more. Okay. Well, this I have a little bit in all these, so we're going to be doing a lot of breaking. What about this other guy here? Yeah, that'll actually have a... All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. Now, some of these I'm not necessarily going to need to use a Brant on. This is a 1.46 instability. This is not one that I have to worry about too much. For sure. 13%. In we go. A Ocean says, but Moon, if you want anytime, let me know. 890 for years for science. Hey, fair enough. That's very kind of you. Nerf, nerf, nerf. Troll. All right, we're kind of trying to keep it in there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Kind of got a lot of break in here. Looks like we got a clean break going right now. And that guy is good. We'll move to the next one. This is going to be a little bit higher in stability, but still a 1.83. I should not need to use a brand. I mean, really, it's around 1.75 I start thinking that maybe I should use one. But, you know, we can handle a 1.83. Generally speaking. You can see she's just starting to get up into the optimal range now. We seem to be holding pretty good around 18%. Oh, I fell back out to 12. Fell out to 8. Okay, she's loading up a little more than I wanted. I had to fall down to 5. And most of this will be out by the time it... You know, there's going to be a little bit left in there. I let it fall out of touch just to kind of help take the edge off. Good break. Hey, Drift, how are you? Nice to see you, man. No notification this time. Yeah, that's what's happening a lot. Is there are I hear that a lot, Grift. I'm just like some people are definitely not getting any notifications. And you know what? That is what it is. I'm not sure exactly what the heck. I probably need to email. You know, and I was talking to Starstreams about it, and Stream said, you know, you really should schedule. If I were to schedule them, then for sure they would have like a notification bell. So it's probably I need to start scheduling them. Halfway done with anti-pirate chips. I'll have to retype it. Fair enough. So we have lots of breaks here, you guys. This is kind of a working man's. We're going to be fighting to get this 20 SCU on board, but that's okay. Sometimes they can break clean on these as well. Good break. I had to push it back in for a sec. Wanted to be touchy. Alrighty. Nicely done. Just kind of breaking them as I see them. Lots to break here in this guy. This will put me to work. What's your thoughts on scanning and mining in 318? Well, are there changes to the scanning mechanics in 318? I just don't even know. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been able to test 318 yet in the PTU, so I don't know if there are going to be some scanning changes at all. Griff says, I remember when bedlog and wake up between floor and ship to get crushed to death. Yeah. I definitely know what you're talking about there. Oh. Certainly, you know, bedlogging, it's been a mixed bag. Bedlogging for just a second or whatever, like if you're jumping servers, I haven't had a problem with. But I definitely have, like, kind of bedlogged and kind of woke up in the middle of Stanton or bedlogged, and it's definitely been a bit of a mixed bag for sure for me. All right, one more to break here. We're keeping our head down, and we're dug in. No change that I'm aware of for scanning. Yeah, same here. I hadn't heard... Well, I certainly hadn't heard anything. Alright, let's go ahead and put the laser back on there. Still happens sometimes? Yeah. So I did not use a Brandt for any of these brakes because there wasn't a high enough concentration where it was too much over 1.75. Good. Don't ever bedlog in a Reliant. Yeah. All right. So this is going to be interesting here. How many of these are going to have, you know, what percentages? This is going to be interesting. That's a nerd. Any hundos, of course, I'll grab real quick. But I'm not expecting to see a whole lot of those. Well, 100% quartz. That's something. All right. Yeah, 14%er. Hey, there's a hundo. We'll take it. All right, we'll have to remember it. It's just not going to kind of trying to remember just to scan these guys. When all this got started, I remember a certain wall on Alisar that you could walk through and be outside the station. That's hilarious. I definitely, you know, have had some interesting issues like that. I'm an old fart when I wake up. I'm going to go pee because that's probably why I woke up. Fair enough. That's so funny. If you bedlog in a Reliant, for those that don't know, the ship rotates when you log back in, shuts the door to the cockpit. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can get stuck, right? Like you'll not be able to get into you can't get into the cockpit at all. All right, so there's another hundo right there. And this time it did start. And here's my other hundo up here, so we'll grab that guy. That's right. The way that thing rotates, it gets you stuck, and you can't do anything with it. You're stuck out of the cockpit. I forgot about that. All right, nothing there. %7 there. 17 likes so far, you guys. Love it. Appreciate it. Okay. $145. There's a hundo. We'll take it. $51, $22, $37, $14. Don't backlog in a Connie either. Oh man. $45. You boy. What's this guy? All right, 30. This is a 51 is my next. Yeah, we're gonna be definitely fighting for 20 SCU here, you guys, for sure. All right, that's gonna put us at what it's gonna put us at. There's 22. There's a 7 down here, right? And then there's a 37. There's a 45. Let's grab that one next. It's probably going to get us somewhere around 15 or so. 14.2. There's 6. $14. That's a quartz guy. What's this guy? 3%. Yiker dudes. Do this 37 next. This is definitely where the old FLTR-XL does help a little. Alright, there's 22 will be next. Crossing 16 SCU. And I knew this wasn't going to be a great rock, but you know what? You just kind of... You know, that's what happens sometimes. Not every single time you come out here do you find a uni. Oh wow, there was one hide back there. 61%er. All right, that's getting us closer to a little closer to 6%. There's a 14. That's going to be our best bet, right? A 3. Yep. So we're definitely not going to... We're going to be just shy of 20. All right. Well, that's that. We'll head right in there, get this guy dropped off, and head back out. So yeah, you guys, let's see here. You wake up at your Connie, you go to the front, you fall through in space, and EVA back to the airlock, try again, fall through again. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. It seems like there was a couple ships that had places like that. I know, like the Carrack had a place like that as well. Another piece of my childhood was talking recently. Was taken recently. R.I.P. Kevin Conroy, the real voice of Batman. Yeah, sorry to hear that for sure. Absolutely grift. Appreciate the 19 likes, you guys, for sure. Ah, the days of lots of unis. Yeah, we don't always get a uni, but we sure, and honestly, I mean, there's no reason not to pick up, even that little bit that I got, if it's, if it's around 2,000, let's say after it's 1,700 units, right? Even if it's 1,700, which is like 17 SCU, right? If you go 1,700 times 88, I mean, it's still 150,000. That's what's crazy. It's like this run that I did. It's going to end up being around 17 SCU when it's all said and done, or right in the ballpark there. Still 150,000 AUEC. So it's a pretty solid. That's why you have to take it. I mean, there are going to be times when you're just not going to have a full 32, and you're right there, and you might as well just grab it. Any money is good money. That's exactly right, Grift. And, Quantanium mining is, exceptionally good money generally. So, 20 likes, you guys. Love it. Thank you so much. Definitely trying to kind of get back into the good graces of the YouTube algorithm. Not exactly sure what's been going on. Lots of folks been coming to me and telling me they're not getting the notification bell or getting notified or whatever. So, I appreciate all the likes and that kind of thing. I think it helps. For sure. All right. That's why it's mining, not quant. That's exactly right. They just call it, instead of fishing, they just call it catching, right, Grift? That's what Four used to say that a lot to me. Great guys. They'd call it catching if that's all you did was go out there and catch them. YouTube just being their usual self is all. Yeah, it is for sure. Which is no big deal. I mean, it's totally fine. Alright, so we're rolling over here. We're already dropping gear in VTOL, and in we're gonna come in here to a fairly reasonable clip. We'll get this guy thrown in the hopper, and right back out we'll go. I mean, we're doing really well. I mean, we've, I just got notification tonight. Didn't see it right off because I was still in the game when it came. Oh, nice. I am glad to hear, Moon, that you got the notification. Like I said, a lot of people are saying they're not. Some people are saying they are. Some people come to a stream and say they got it. Some people come to the stream the next time say they didn't. So it is kind of weird. And I don't, it's fine. It's, like I said, I think I would probably be better if I did schedule them, and I don't. I just kind of jump on whenever. And I feel super blessed if a few of you join me. Heck yeah. I mean, it's great. So, really lucky. I live in the south now. Very disappointed. There's no walleye. Oh yeah, that's Griff. That'd be a fish. I mean, walleye's my favorite fish to eat for sure. So I understand what you're saying. Okay, got a couple of ships there flying off the station. We're calling.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
All right, right up there. That looks great. We have not heard first alarm yet. We're in pretty good shape. Yeah, good. You know, walleye obviously is just such a good fish to eat. Troll says you got the notification. Thank you, Troll. That helps me out for sure. Just kind of knowing who is and who isn't, I guess, is really just kind of one of those things where trying to come to terms with it a little bit. Northwest and Northeast Ohio got plenty of the buggers. Yeah, nope, I appreciate that. Sunfish in the south. Yeah, sunfish are all right. All right, we're going to cruise on in here. We still have not heard first alarm. We're taking it real easy. Got one last stream, not this one. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Landing complete.
We did not get a post there. No big deal. We'll kill the engines, and out we go. We'll save this guy. Try replacing Wally with crappie. Yeah, Wayne. Nothing wrong with crappie. A good mess of crappie is good eating, too, for sure. I've definitely had those before, and I don't mind them. Of course, perch are always fantastic in northern Michigan as well. Pike's a little bony, but you can actually, you know, kind of debone it a certain way, and it makes it a lot better. Of course, I mean, pike does taste fantastic. What's going on here? Let me out. Would mail you some, but it would smell fishy on arrival. Yeah, but I got you. So funny. All right. Crappie and strippers are big down here. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Listen, nothing wrong with a mess of crappie, that's for sure. It's good eating fish.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, we'll store this guy. We'll haul this guy down there, and we'll definitely head back out for one more run, for sure, at the minimum. Hey, Mass, how you doing tonight? Nice to see you, sir. Everybody give Mass a salute, you guys. Toledo area, nice. Good beer, coffee, and fish. Well, you know what? That's nothing to complain about there, Shellcrackers. I'm in Mississippi. It's about catfish here, but yeah, they're not my favorite. I can appreciate that, Wayne. You know, catfish, it's got to be. People got to really know what they're doing when they cook it. Alligator gar, surprisingly tasty. Alligator is absolutely tasty. We have a restaurant up here. I think it's called Pearls in northern Michigan, and they actually serve alligator there, and it's delicious. It is absolutely delicious. Cleveland area, nice, Mass. Very cool. All right, so remember, we're doing the Fair-On exchange now because, you know, we don't know exactly when. I mean, we want to make sure that when you get these quotes, that they're more 10 hours or tomorrow, right? So just to kind of give you guys an idea, and that ended up being 1867, right? So that still ended up being, you guys, I mean, you know, that's I mean, a lot of people don't realize, but, you know, if you have 1846, pardon me, 1846 times 88, that's still 162,000 AUEC on that run right there. So, you know, nothing to sneeze at all. I mean, that's still very, very good money. You know, not everything has to be a unicorn, for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful to get a uni, but it's like, you know, that's why I don't kind of pass on those if you happen to come across them. It's a little bit of work, but man, it's, you know, it's good money. What am I doing? 30 plus years all over the tri-states on work, but stayed in Japan 2 years and lower Arizona for a bit on my work before going OTR trucker. That's awesome, Ocean, for sure. Grits are nummy, yeah. That's awesome. About 3 hours from Toledo. Cool. All right. Little
See anything you like?
granola bar for the team. Oh, only 98. I guess we better eat more than one granola bar. I have to put jelly or jam into grits to make them edible. Oh, I can appreciate that. And certainly not every grit is cooked the same. You know, certainly. I mean, that's one of those things, you know, if you get them in some places, they're good, and some places, you're like, oh, it's not so good. Tips Top Hat, howdy neighbor. I think that was towards you, Matt.
We've been noticing leaks.
Well, 2 runs and not bad, you guys. And talking IAE is fun. 22 likes tonight already, so we're doing just fantastic. I don't think we've been, you know, we've only been going a little over an hour. We already got two runs in, so we're doing fantastic. I moved to South Carolina about 5 years ago from the Chicago area. Nice, Grift. I have grits most mornings. Nice, Drac. That's awesome. At least it's not haggis. Oh, yeah, I can appreciate that. I bought a left-handed Virpil and tried to use my X56, but can't assign access for them. Any ideas? A left-handed Virpil and tried to use it with my X56, but can't assign access. Now, Wayne, have you just tried plugging that in by itself? I know that's kind of lame, but maybe just having that one plugged in on its own on the left to begin with, and see if that, you know, very nice short. Yeah.
Welcome to the
Guys, check out what Wayne's saying. If anybody has any ideas too, let's see if we can help them out. So I am going to go ahead and remember, you guys, here's our pre-flight is we always want to remove the mining laser head before we head out. So we're going to go ahead and just unequip, save. We'll pull it, store it, and put the mining laser head back on there.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
All right, we'll retrieve it.
Vehicle selected.
Then we'll store it, and then we will...
Your vehicle has been...
All right, hangar 2, nice.
Goodbye.
We'll go ahead and store it. Then we'll put the mining laser head back on there.
Vehicle retrieval system.
And that helps cut down on unscannable rocks. Does not work. Interesting, Wayne. Difficult to say why one would work and not the other. That is strange, for sure. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and... I am going to... put the mining laser stuff back on there. There's the head. Yep. And then we'll go ahead and put a FLTR-XL and go Brant and Brant again. We'll save that, and then we'll double check that it's stuck. Yeah, some kind of a conflict for sure. That's why I was saying just try the one. I agree with that, Griff, for sure. All right, we're good there. We'll go ahead and pull the mining laser heads out. Neither work. Oh, that's interesting.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, does the Virpil have any software at all, Wayne? I guess I have a VKB Gladiators. I don't have Virpils. All right, we'll pull Prospector 2, and we will head on out to the Halo again. We've had nothing but good luck there tonight.
Vehicle has been delivered.
Hangar 2. The X56 with HOTAS works, but just the 2 sticks is no-go. Interesting. Yeah, they must definitely be kind of canceling each other out somehow, Wayne. In that situation. There's probably get a prop hop here. If we're not... yeah, there we go. Just got to get your prop hop going. I definitely would probably would maybe put something on Spectrum for that too, Wayne, a little bit, and see if somebody's got an idea or two. I've definitely never heard of anybody mixing those two, but I don't think that there's any problem with that, per se. All right, we'll get a little pre-flight in here. All right. I wasn't able to post last time. Let's go ahead and see if we can. Yep. All right, that's good. We're gonna head right back out to the Halo. We're not even a mess with it. We're doing so darn good. Really good night so far. Good Quantanium. I may just buy 2 sticks like yours. Yeah, the VKB Gladiators. I just love these things. I have the left and the right VKBs, and they're really, really nice, Wayne. I mean, I can't complain. I had always said to myself, if for some reason I didn't think these things were good enough, I would consider the Virpils, but I don't really see a reason to have to go. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure the Virpils are nicer than these, but these are a much nicer stick than, say, the T16000s. You know what I mean? And I have had them now getting on 8 months, and I haven't had, you know, knock on wood, any problems with them at all. All the buttons are still working great. They still feel like, and I bought extra springs and everything. They feel like the day I bought them. I really, really like these sticks. You know, I think that they're great. I am thinking about getting some pedals at some point, but no hurry for that. I love my VKBs. I do too. I mean, I just adore these things. And I think I think they're, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, Moon, probably around $350 for the pair. F56 might only be able to read the throttle. Yeah, oh, I see. So what you're saying is are you plugging your Virpil into your X56? Virpil costs too much. They're very expensive. I love my VKBs. Blessed, yes. Same thing here. I mean, I absolutely adore the VKBs. I think that they're a nicer stick than the T16000. They're not nearly the cost of the Virpils, but they're very, very good sticks. 24 likes, you guys. I'm loving it. We're doing great tonight. Really appreciate that. Like I said, I'm trying to. Okay, so no, I mean they're both like USB right into the system, right, Wayne? I love my VKBs. Yep. Absolutely. All right, so 33.6, we're going to do that thing. We're going to drop out and just go right back to town here. 34. 33, 7, 6. Okay, boom. 07, I have a runtime to take these old bones to bed. Have a great stream, always a blast. Chris Bates, thank you so much, sir. It's always lovely to spend some time with you. Absolutely. Get yourself some rest, and we'll definitely see you around the way, brother. Good night, my friend. Alrighty. Alright, we'll just kind of roll over to the forest station. I need to tighten my throttle a little and do some work with the sensitivity, but they have been great right out of the box. Yeah, that's exactly where I've been with them, for sure. Alright, so we got a good little area here. Let's go ahead and roll forward to a 179. See, I just removed the throttle and replaced it with the Virpil. I can appreciate that, what you're saying there. That's an M-type. That's an M-type. Three M-types right out of the bay. Alright, so let's roll to a 90 here for a sec, because we have these rocks right out in front of us. Yeah, that's alright. If you use joystick gremlin on your VKBs, you can add a modifier button double the... Yes, you can. Which is crazy. I mean, you absolutely... Oh, now that's... You guys, look at... That may be what... I don't know. That's a P-type. Alright, I was going to say. Maybe not as tight of a cluster as I first thought it was, for sure. It looked like it might have been at first, but I thought, maybe not. Alright, a 179 scale. Now these here, I'm going to put these guys on, like, in the, you know, while the servers hopping to night shorts. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's get about... All right, those definitely do not have any orange in them at all. I didn't think they would, but, you know, I thought we'd take a look anyways. That's an E-type. M-type. All right, we're just kind of rinsing and repeating here. Lots of opportunity markers down this way. Holy smokes. P-type. Space, when you look at pedals, I highly recommend Thrust Faster T3PM racing pedals. I think you've mentioned that to me before, Grift. I think, yeah, I know what you're saying. I think those are the ones, you know, one of the ones I am definitely going to look at. Definitely want something that's going to be nice and durable. And I got, you know, I got to do some research on them for sure. All right. Not a whole lot happening there. Hey, there's a Q-type. Looks like a single rock. Let's roll to a 90. Keep the opportunity marker right out in front of us. Now those are P-types there, but this is over here is flying past those P-types. Does the mole ping show rock type? No, it doesn't. That's Troll, that's the problem, you know, like you can't, the only reason you can see the type is because the mining laser's out, right? So that's why the mole is significantly more challenging than the Halo right now. But that's, if you're going to solo mole mine, you should go to Lyria, because then anything more than 2 rocks is always Quantanium. Looks like just a single rock over here. And not a great one. 7% or nothing, not too shabby, but P-type. Yeah, you see how I'm seeing the types for sure, Troll? You definitely won't see the types if you're flying in the mole. You know, it doesn't do that. You know, like it's not quick like the the prospector does, like with the mining laser out. Iburn Cycle says, after a fresh reset, do you recommend holding off on the expensive mining modules in case you lose them to bugs? Also, I mean, definitely get an MH1. I would absolutely get an MH1, and then just go ahead and get some brands, and then you're good. I mean, really, that's all you need, Burn. I mean, you're not going to have a huge investment in brands, that's for sure. Now, later on, if you want to get, you know, like after you've made plenty of money and you're feeling good about life, if you want to get some couple of VA UX C3s and like a Rieger C3 or something, you know, something like that, then absolutely you can do it. But if you just start out with a Lancet MH1 and then just go ahead from there and get yourself, you know, some brands, that's all you need to get started. And you understand that you're not going to be able to crack the biggest rocks in the world, but that doesn't matter. If you come out to the Halo, you're not going to find one any bigger than 5122 anyways. Hey, Ocean, that is up to you, sir. Of course, you know me, man. I'm always open. I always hate to have you fly all the way out here, for, you know. All right, we're just gonna kind of keep it moving here. All right, a couple of new opportunity markers there. This could be Quantanium. It looked pretty tight. What laser setup do you like for solo mole mining? Definitely Lancet MH2s for sure. That's a for sure thing, the Lancet MH2s. From there, if you want, you know, you can You can always have like a different lasers if you want, but realistically, I normally just go with the Lancets for sure. I don't now that we're starting to get a little closer to these. I don't think that they're gonna be. I don't think that they're gonna be Quantanium at all. Definitely not. I've never seen 3 rocks ever be Quantanium ever. Little pro tip for you there. In the Halo, I've never seen 3 rocks. Now that looks like a Quantanium cluster to me right there. See how tight that of a group that is? They have that look to them. That's going to be Quantanium for sure. So we're going to approach this, and we're going to do a spacewalk, and I would be very shocked if that's not Quantanium, because they're too tightly packed together. That's exactly what you're looking for, is like that level of how tightly packed together they are. All right. You know, and it's not a bad idea. You can always kit, different, however you want. Like, you might... Yep, you see how there's orange stripes in that? You can see them at that distance. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and we'll do a spacewalk and see if we can turn these into scannable rocks. So yeah, with the mole, with this solo mole, you can always you could certainly have one laser that is your MH1, and then a couple of Brants and a Stampede or something like that. You absolutely can have one. One of the lasers, it's got FLTR-XLs on there, and it definitely filters, better. So for scooping and that type of thing. So you can kit one laser for scooping, and kit one laser for, for braking. So we'll just kind of wait here. We want to get that message that we've left. Once you get going QT mining, you can mix and match. Yeah. Once you've made a few bucks, then you can kind of... I strongly suggest... History teacher, how are you? I got your awesome message today, and I'm gonna write it back. Been a while, medical stuff, still up in the air on my end. Have been busier with doctors than I prefer. You know what, man? I am glad to hear that you're still kind of kicking and doing well, sir. I definitely have thought about you a bunch, and I hope that you find your way with that stuff, man. I totally understand. I've definitely been there myself. And I really appreciated your awesome long message today. And a couple of times I went to write history and respond to it, but I wanted to give it its due diligence. And both times I kind of got pinched for time. So I will be responding to that for sure. So you can see this did turn them in. What we did here, right, you guys, as we flew up here, this was unscannable cluster. We did our spacewalk. We got back in the ship. And now these are all scannable, this entire Quantanium cluster. So this is great. I mean, so yeah, I'm really glad to hear that. Everybody, let history know, you guys. Obviously, it's always a challenge, and I think history. Chris just left, and I know Chris Bates had, he kind of went through some of that as well, and thoughts and prayers, absolutely thoughts and prayers, sir, for sure. All right, 49.31. That's a 20%er. Not going to be a good rock there. What about this guy? Not going to be a good rock there. Not going to be a good rock there. Last rock. Not going to be a good rock there, right? All right, so we got a 2%er. A 2%. Hey, oh shit. Oh, what are you doing in the 8-9? That's awesome. That's not a bad rock, I mean, but that's still... That's really going to be kind of... That could break pretty bad and only be about 15 SCU, so I probably will move on from that one. That one's just a tough... it's right on the edge, but I think we're going to look around for something a little better than that, and I hope that the mining gods don't punish us. That is for sure. Yeah, you know what, history, thinking about that, I know, man, the couple times I spent, kind of extended stays in the hospital, and I know it's just, it's never fun, man. That's tough business, for sure. You said you were okay with the good luck charm, and I couldn't resist. That's hilarious. You flew at 890 down here. That's so funny. I was like, what the heck? That's so funny. RNG sucks. It's fine, troll. Everything can't always be a uni, that's for sure. It'd get boring. P-type. E-type. A lot of E-types there. Gonna keep on a truck in here. That was a nice cluster, and I always really like it when we get to turn the non-scannables into the. I pulled the VVV today. Found 2 rocks on Lyria, both 5.8, 124, 134. Got some assistance to crack the rocks. Ended up heading back with 31.81. History, teacher. That's a working man's cluster, and that's the way to do it, sir. I like it. That's awesome. Alright, there's an M-type. Only then to smack right into the side of Arc L1 and blow up. You did pull a V. That's hilarious, Teach. Oh, no. You absolutely pulled a V. That's so funny. Oh, man. That one night, I think Drac was around when I crashed in the station, man. That was a hoot. Sounds like Flea Fly. Yes, exactly. There's Drac. It's so funny. Drac remembers what I've certainly cracked into the station my fair share at times. Just kind of just not paying that close of attention or whatever, just kind of monkeying around. So funny. Single rock here, a Quantanium rock, we'll just kind of take a look at. It's not going to be a good one. It's going to be a blue cap. Probably keep it moving. Yeah, just shit. That's a blue cap for sure. Alright, now scroll these forward. Single rock there. See how grumpy the mining gods are at me for skipping that 19%er. Man, I laughed so hard I haven't been able to mine in months, and that was the first cluster I found. What can you do, Yeah. It's got to keep you honest, right? I mean, that's so funny. All right. Hey, that's not. Oh, there's a. That's looking like another Quantanium cluster there, you guys. So let's get real close to it and let's look at it, right? I have a feeling that is Quantanium right there. We'll go ahead and kind of close in on it. It's just got that, it's a tight cluster, and it definitely has that kind of, that look and feel to it. So you approach them, right, and you get them, around 1,000, and you can actually see the orange striping in them. Yep, absolutely. But unscannable for sure. So let's go ahead and do a little moonwalk. And let's see if we can turn those into scannable rocks. Happened to us all. I pushed the wrong way on the stick during JT smashed a nearly fully loaded free max into the ground and blew up. It does happen. I've messed up, with the VKBs when you first plug it in, and you have before you kind of get your inversion settings going. Oh man, I remember I just kind of gunned it forward and just hit, and then just kind of, but I flew backwards. charge into the station and blew up. Oh, it's definitely happened. 26 likes, you guys. By the way, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. That's wonderful. I'm glad I was able to sneak on at a little unusual time tonight, but really enjoying it. This is the second. Hopefully, this will, second time here. We'll see if this turns it into a scannable cluster or not. But this has been working really good lately. Not every time, but almost every time. It's Quantanium. I can feel it. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, you guys. Cool. So here's what we did. For anybody who's just kind of joining us for sure. We just kind of flew up to this cluster. It was unscannable. And now when we pull the mining laser out, oh, it doesn't look like it fixed it. So sometimes it fixes it and sometimes it doesn't. And this was a doesn't this time. So that's too bad. It definitely is Quantanium rocks, but there's they're being grumpy. So I'm gonna just do this. I'm just one more time and see. I've never tried this twice in a row. It probably isn't gonna fix it. But let's just go. I'm gonna try one more time. I went from an Xbox controller to twin DKBs. Took a while to get used to the stick. Still not 100% comfortable with them yet. I can appreciate that, Moon, for sure. My first time landing on the high grab planet in ED, fully rated cutter, 720 tons of high value, and the whole freight went boom. That's hilarious. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Exactly, history. All right, look at Aosh flying around in the 890. That's so awesome, you guys. All right, I'm not expecting these guys to turn because they didn't already. But I thought, why not give it one more try? I mean, we're sitting in front of them. I've never been close to them, though, and had them change over. But, what the heck? This first time for everything. Been using my X52 since Jump to Lightspeed. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Those are definitely, oldies but goodies, right? Yeah, it didn't work, you guys. So no big deal. It did work on the other cluster. It did not work on this one. So no big deal. We'll just kind of keep on moving. That does work a lot of times, but it's not foolproof. It's not every time. There's a P-type. There's an E-type. Another Q-type right up there. Let's go ahead and go down to a 90 scan. Keep the opportunity marker in front of us. It doesn't look like that one's going to be a nice rock. I'm not sure if there's more than one there. Fully rated cutter is about 900 million credits. Wow. Dang. It's a little bit of cheese. Yeah, this is not going to be a great rock right here. Blue cap for sure. Yep, 2%er. And what do we have there? Nothing. And we'll keep on moving. Like I said, there was that 19%er back there, and so the old... I definitely could have got the old mining gods grumpy. Alright. What's this guy? Oh, another Q-type there. Oh, is that the cluster I just left? Left back there, Ocean? It might be. Did I get far enough away? Probably not. Probably heading Heading back on old ground. Cutter's the most expensive ship in ED. 220 million base price. Hey, whoa. These are scannable. All right. That's a 5122 right there. Mass. Let's go ahead and see what she is. You already scanned the rocket ships, tends to remember the percentages. Yeah, I agree with that. There's a 19%er as if the mining gods want to mock me. It was like, so it was a 19%er that I left back there. Couple of other rocks here to scan. That's not going to be a good one. What about this guy? Fleet carried 5 billion before modules. Holy smokes. Yep, it is. That is funny how the mining gods work right there. I turned my nose up at a 19%er, you know, but it was a 4600 mass. And here, what do we have here? A 19.5%er, although it's a 5122. So we'll mine it. Okay, mining gods. Mining gods are like, no, you will mine these 19%ers. Yeah, it's exactly right. Pass up a 19%er again, I dare ya. All right, mining gods, you win. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a slightly bigger rock. So I mean, 20 times 5. I mean, this is going to be 18 or SU. It's not going to be the most SU in the world. It's not going to break terribly clean either. But you know what? We'll just we'll take it. To be sure, hit these streams by Space Shorts. They're always full of people who are willing to impart knowledge. I agree. Thank you for the education. You guys are all great and nice meeting you all. Clint, oh, thank you for coming, Clint. I appreciate you stopping by. Please do like and sub and hang out. Come back and hang out with us again for sure. Anytime you have questions or anything that we can help with, and you know, we do kind of focus a lot on the industrial side of Star Citizen, but we're always happy to help. So thank you so much, Clint. Really appreciated seeing you tonight. You guys, 28 likes, by the way, you guys, so very happy with that. Definitely be back. I can use all the knowledge I can get. That's awesome. Anything that we can do to help, Clint, for sure. Just come on back and ask any questions that you have, or you know, kind of share, you know, your any war stories, fish stories, whatever you got. We're always happy to chit chat. What power plant are you running? Maligger, welcome to the channel. Not a name I recognize. I think I just have the stock power plant, Maligger. I can't remember which one it is. It's the stock one for Prospector. I don't have any nothing special on this guy. I've messed around with power plants a lot. I've never seen too much of a difference in them. Have you, Maligger? May I drop a PSA for my channel? Of course, Griff. Yeah, man. Advertise away. Always folks around here who know things are willing to share, plus a few like me who know nothing but like to have fun. Exactly, Drac. We always like to have fun and just kind of support each other however we can. So we're hoping... Alright, so what do we have here? This looks like that's 34%. What about this guy? This is also going to have some percentages in it. 28. I just ordered 2 VKB... Nice, man! Nice, Wayne. Those are sweet. Only difference on power plants is HP increase. Ah, gotcha. Speaking of, really liked the video on the Banu Defender. Really want to check it out myself now. The Banu's really fun, Moon. I really like the Banu. Like, I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. And it's really weird when you kind of, you know, turn off the landing gear and those the crab arbs kind of... I load a Brant and it says it's offline. Oh, that's weird. And it's the stock one. Yeah, that is weird. Hey, Sander, how you doing? Nice to see you. All right, nothing there, nothing there. 34 there, 28 there, 46 there. I will be creating some play-along tip videos for new players wanting to run bunkers, tips and advice. Love that idea, Grift. For sure. It's normal that it's offline until you use it. Yeah, that's the thing. They have charges. That's a good point. You have to fire them. Watch here. I'm going to hit Alt-1. Now you hear that noise change? And then if you walk, the instability will go down significantly. See how the instability dropped big time? Sorry, you guys. Don't worry about it. I got it. But yep. But you notice the instability went down to, very, very, very little. So you have to hit Alt-1, Maligger. That's how you have to fire those off. Alt-1, 2, or 3 are the base, because it has charges, right? And so it is going to say offline until you actually activate it. And then it's got a timer. See the timer right there? The brand module 46, 40. All right, you guys. I keep not doing a great job at breaking these. Being a little bit, watching the chat a little bit, and I'm... All right. Yeah, okay, gotcha. There you go, Maligger. And Maligger, make sure you do like and sub, because if you come back, we're always happy to help. That's probably what it was. Good catch, Mass, for sure. Alt-1, 2, and 3 in the order. Yep, exactly. Now, I do have, in this particular case, an FLTR-XL. That one is a passive, right? But the other two, the brands, they have actually charges, like 5 charges each. No problem. This reminds me of the soft death that has actually an SE. It's what happens to the prospector, rock blows up in your face. Nothing soft about that, Death Moon. Sander Little, take him in. I am sub. Thank you, sir. That's awesome. Is that ISO? At least that's how I understand it. I want the power critical, so. Also, Brandon, welcome to the channel, Brandon. How are you tonight? Nice to see you. Not a name I recognize. Hope that you're doing well. Sander, so nice to see you. Maligger, too. Welcome to the channel, you guys. Some new faces. Love it. Brandon, how you doing tonight? Nice to see you. Always happy to kind of answer any questions about Star Citizen or anything related to... We do a lot of mining on this channel, but always happy to chat whatever. 30 likes, by the way, you guys, as well. Love it. Thank you for the 30 likes tonight. Always good to see a miner at work. Yeah, I definitely am at work tonight, for sure. I, definitely my eyes have been wandering a bit, so... looking at chat and just kind of answering. And this was not a great rock. This was only a 19%er, so... But you know what? It's the second 19%er I found, so I think the mining gods were just like, you will mine the 19%er. Chilling before bed. Yeah, that's awesome, man, for sure. I appreciate that. Question. Cool. When do you think you might be worth mine, other than Q? I'm not... Yeah. Good question. So, what Brandon's asking is, hey, is there going to come a time when we're going to mine things other than Quantanium? I think the answer to that question is yes. But, when is hard to say. Obviously, at some point when, like when... I imagine base building or that type of stuff, is going to be, it's going to make some other things important, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's probably not for a while. I agree with Mass there. It's going to be a hot minute, that's for sure. I would imagine, I know Pyrite is going to be in Pyro, So I'm always interested in that. I don't exactly know if it's, what its value is going to be. Hey, there's a nice hundo right off the bat. We'll take that. Not all this is going to have broken that clean. I'll guarantee you that. All right, so let's just Laranite. I mean, obviously, yeah, exactly. Bexelite, Laranite, Terranite. All those are really fun. Got my first hundo last night. Nice, man. That's awesome, Maliger. I love it. Good off ones, board less explosive. Yep. 64%er. I'd like to see mining value based off demand. That's exactly right. I would really like to see like some of the ship manufacturers if lots of ships are being bought, maybe aluminum would be short or something like that, right? Quant gets easy once you get the hang of it. It does get easy once you get the hang of it. Guess I'll have to bite the bullet and go for it. Thanks for the... Oh, are you talking about, Brandon, it's not... I mean, if you watch this... There's tons of content on this channel about Quantanium mining. It's not difficult. Get a Lancet MH1. Get some Brants. Just kind of lean on the Brants a little bit. Those will help a lot. You know what I mean? And if you just kind of... the Lancet MH1 mining head on the Prospector, go ahead and get some Brants, and then just... and just kind of watch the channel here, and you'll definitely get some real good tips about it, and you'll make real good money on Quantanium as well. I mean, significantly more money than anything else, right? But I understand it definitely is one of those things where, with the timer and that type of thing, when you first go to do it, it definitely can be. They say, "Oh shit," it's so funny. It's always a laugh seeing an 890 floating around here. All right, let's get this guy going here. Bexelite, Laranite, and Terralite, there's nothing wrong with those. You know what I mean? For sure. There's nothing wrong with doing Bexelite. There's nothing wrong with doing Laranite or Terranite. And I mean that when I say it. When you're first getting used to mining, those are fine. You'll make lots of money. Well, you won't make Quantanium money, but you'll make great money doing Laranite, Terranite, or Bexelite for sure. All right, so 45 there. There's a 62. We might be coming back to that 62, you guys. That might be my next victim. Oh, I think I seen a 64. So we're going to be hard-pressed to get 20 SCU on board, but still, this is not going to be... All right, what was this one here? That's 46. There was another 60%er up here. Right? Yep, this guy here. Let's grab him next. Don't worry about the time limit so much. Most of the time you can scoop up a full load to get back to the station. Yeah, don't let it, obviously you want to break down all the rocks before you begin scooping. That's one thing you definitely want to do for sure. But other than that, break them all down, scan them all, and then prioritize your high percentages first. Pull as much of it on board as you can, and even if you get, 15 SCU, understand you're still going to do very well on that run. You're still going to be well over 100,000. All right. What do we got here? All right. We always knew we were going to be fighting for 20 SCU in this. It was two 19%ers in a row, you guys, so... Hey, there's 18. There's 19. And I don't think there's anything more really to mine. 2% are there. I think that's the last of it. We'll hit this guy. It's only 2%, but we'll take it. 19 and some change, for sure. Hey, Drac, have a good night, man. Thank you for hanging out as long. I know was kind of a late one. I normally don't stream at this time, you guys, so appreciate it, Drac, for sure. And it was great to see you. Get yourself some rest, sir, and we'll see you around the way. YouTube Arian, nice to see you, YouTube Arian. How are you, sir? Oh, what's going on here? We'll clear and set. Alright. There we go. How you been, YouTube Arian? Nice to see you. Alright, in we go. Profit is profit. Also, thanks for the words of encouragement. Heck yeah, Brandon. I mean, you know, and you, Brandon, you're always welcome. If you want, you can look me up on Discord. I'm always happy to you know, to go mining with you, hang out, you know, show you the ropes. Always happy to help. Mean that. You know, Explorers League has always got, you know, we don't have any crazy rules about joining or anything, or any kind of you know, policies for attendance or whatever. So you're always welcome to join the Explorers League and come hang out with us and get some training. And we're always happy to help for sure. So just grinded the 890 jump. YouTube Arian, nicely done. Hey, I was just flying around with one too, man. The 890J. That's good stuff, man. Good for you, YouTube Arian. I appreciate that. 33 likes, you guys. We're on our awesome third run of the night. And we are just knocking it dead tonight. I mean, a couple of not great runs, but look, I'll show you the numbers. We're not doing bad at all. You know, a couple runs. Now, the first run was a really nice run. It was more of a high 20s. The second two were, you know what? They were just 20s. I mean, you know, lower. So, you know, it just, some nights you get lots of unicorns and some nights you don't. That's just the way it goes, for sure, you guys. My goal is to save up for a cat. Love that, Brandon. The Explorers League Discord link isn't working. Says it's expired. You know what, Hist? That may be the case. I know the thing expires every so often. Let me see if I can get an updated one going in there. Okay, let me do that. That's a good point. Let me do this. Here. And let me go here. And let me go to this. And then copy. Let me edit this video. And let me put in Explorers League. Boom. Save. So in the description there should be a new link, you guys, that that is working, and let me know if it's not for some reason, okay? Griff says love the Explorers League. Thanks, Griff. We'll go ahead and spool this guy back up. In we go to ARC-L1. So yeah, I just added in the description a new Explorers League link, and hopefully that that one is working for sure. Saving up for the cat. The cat's a great ship. Whoever, I think Brandon said he was saving up for the cat. Yeah, great choice, especially when that modularity gets in there. It's going to be nuts. All right, you guys, hold on. Just want to minimize this. Similar name in cats in CIT, sir? That would be me. Prospector's a good-looking ship. I like the Prospector a lot. You mispronounced C2. Fair enough. All right, in we go. Also wanted to let Space Shorts channel know my group and I have pushed back the QT driver charge rate experiments back. Oh yeah, that's thank you for letting us know that for sure, Grift. All right, so I've called for landing. Got the gear and the VTOLs out.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
We have not heard first alarm yet, you guys, so we're just cruising along here. All right, cruising on in here. Love it. Want the cat because it looks cool, huge cargo space. C2's nice, but I like the look of the cat. I can appreciate that. I think some people just really like the cat, and I understand why. I mean, it's a great looking ship. If you ever watch Jack Axton fly the cat, man, he could fly the pants off that thing too. Jack's a really good cat pilot. All right, you guys, we'll set this guy down. Kind of like how in Real Trucking people like Pete's and Kensworth. Yeah, there's first alarm finally going off there.
Have a pleasant stay.
And we are just going to go ahead and we'll turn off the engines and go ahead and get out. Aocean is asking what your in-game name is, Brandon, I think. Oh, no, it's a different handle in SC. Yeah, there you go. Does look cool. I wish the doors worked right. Yeah, that's a good point, Grift, for sure. 34 likes, you guys. Become a wealthy miner and buy all the ships you want. That's right, YouTube area. I agree with that 100%. I like your style, sir. The C2 beats the cats in all aspects except for character, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, there's no... I mean, the C2 is a great ship. I mean, no question about it. I definitely can understand why people like the, why people like the cat. Alright.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Alright, we'll store this guy. Alright, we'll head down and put this in the hopper. Discord link in the description worked. Awesome. Dropped a note in the Discord chat. No problem, history teacher. Well, hey, Diapers, how you been, man? Cat will beat the C2 when modularity comes out if you're looking... Yes. Once that modularity comes out, the Cat's going to be a very versatile ship. Diapers is not wrong. When the Hull B comes out, that's what I'm getting. I own a Hull. All the Hulls? Yeah, the Hulls are sweet. If you get a sec, Brandon, just add Aosha. And it sounds to me like he wants to give you a few space bucks if I'm picking up what he's putting down. C2 would be much better than with the front entrance. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, Wayne.
See anything you like?
All right, you guys. So this has been an interesting night. We have definitely not, we have definitely not had the most, unbelievable mining night, right? We did 3 good orders. Let's do some numbers though, right? So our, it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to let the mining gods give you what they give you. So 2659 plus 1846 plus 1845 plus. So that's still 63 SCU, 6350. So 6350 times 88 is 558,000 on stream tonight. So, you know what, man? That's what I mean. It's like, look, there's a couple of really, sub 20 Quantanium runs, and then a pretty solid one. And it's still over 500,000 AUEC, since we started streaming a little over 2 hours ago. So, you know what, guys? I mean, that's the thing about Quantanium mining. It's even, and first of all, it's super fun just to kind of chat with you guys and hang out. So, one of the things I love to say is, of course, the coffee was fantastic. I did have a peppermint mocha going for a bit there. The Quantanium was, it was all right. We still made 500,000 AUEC tonight, but the conversation was, of course, fantastic. I wish I had more time tonight. I don't. I got to be up kind of early tomorrow, and it's already getting to be 10:30 here tonight. So I just wanted to say, for some, friends old and new, some guys, welcome to the channel, Brandon. History teacher, it was so nice to see you. I'm so happy to hear that you're kind of hanging in there. I definitely will be responding to your bigger post earlier. Diapers, it was nice to see you. It's been a hot minute, sir. Moonraker, of course, YouTuberian. Aocean, always happy to hang out with you. Grift, you're always great. Appreciated it for sure. Of course, Moon, it's always good to see you. Malagord, welcome to the channel, by the way. It was nice to see you for sure. Mass, thank you for hanging out and kind of bailing me out when I need it. You guys are always awesome to hang out with. So, you know what, Aocean, I wish I had time tonight. I'd come right over and hang out if I could. Work's been keeping you busy. I appreciate that. You know what? You guys, please take care of yourself. I will definitely be doing quite a bit of streaming as... Hey, look at that 30K. You know, no problem. It's perfect timing, right? That's so awesome. How about that? I'll definitely be doing quite a bit of streaming, you guys, as time gets you know, as time permits. But especially with IAE coming. So you guys, please take care of yourself. Have a great night. I'll see you all around the verse.